Hell yeah, let's have a drive. Get some Motown on the go. But I can't because of copyright. Well, get the windows down. Woo! 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 Ha ha! Welcome to the city, everybody. And I'm taking you a little trip down memory lane. We're going to park up. And I'm going to give you a little bit of news on what's to come. And also a trip down memory lane. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and I'll take you on a little journey. My old streets, my old lanes, on our bikes, our grifters, our choppers, our rally sprints, our rally commandos. They were all here down these lanes on a sticky, hot afternoon like this. Okay. Because this really is a sticky, hot afternoon. This is Paul Weller's long, hot summer, but it hasn't been. As you see from Cortina City, on a little chat to camera, we sometimes do a little update of what's up and coming on the vids. If you've been watching on YouTube, you'll have seen the last episode 4 on the Tina G engine build there, where we're getting that timing right. Thanks for the comments on the timing. Yep, we worked it all out in the end. 2 turns on the crank, 1 turn on the cam, etc, etc. It's all there in the video and the comments. So appreciate everyone's feedback. I knew there'd be quite a bit of feedback on that one. Quite a lot of messages coming through, private ones and comments on YouTube, when I'm going to do a live chat. I will do soon. It's going to be good. So we're going to do that. Before the live chats, I just do these little park up chats. So today I'm in Papa, and Papa's stem seals have got to be done, folks. It's really starting to burn now. It's actually getting to the point where it's smart in my eyes. The oil smell's getting bad, so this engine's beginning to burn. So really what we'll do, we'll take the head off, do the stem seals, and just see if that does it. I asked a few questions on vac. Didn't really get much response on the Smith's vac gauge there. When you decelerate, it deflects right round, and I think the further it deflects round, the better your rings are. I'm hitting it about halfway in the yellow band on the gauge. But yeah, that needs looking at. There's some exciting stuff coming on the new vids. Now, with the vids that you've been watching recently, I needed to point this out because there seems to be some confusion. They're filmed quite a while ago. Okay, I'm actually up to date with this video. So we are the September the 6th. Where did the summer go? And talking of summer, it has come back. September the 6th, and it's come back. It feels like one of those sticky 1976 sticky ride your commando, chopper, chipper, grifter, rally sprint bike, whatever you had, down to the shops and get yourself a nice mint Dalek ice cream. Yum. Oh yeah, the Dalek ice cream, and some shandy, some top deck shandy. Get yourself your top deck shandy and your halfpenny chews, and you're good to go after school. Graze your knees on the tarmac, kick around in the dust because everything was so dusty. Work out what women's bodies look like because you get into that age. Pinch your skin, and that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? If I tell you that, what does it look like? Was it anatomy? We're boys, they're girls. Pinch the skin. Yeah, okay. If you get it, you get it. So yeah, it feels like one of those sunny afternoons. And I'm just taking this 20-minute break, slowly coming down. Some great things coming. So a little box here. What's in this, you ask? Well, Tina G goes to abroad, and it might not be coming back. More on that later. And I might not be coming back. More on that later. However, I'm going to change the lenses. I think I brought one. Well, because I was taking it. These lenses, I brought it because I was having to take it to this shop. So you've got on Tina G quad headlights. So these are 5 3/4 lamps. They have H1 bulbs in the dip and H1 bulbs in the high. The dip obviously also has the pilot light. On a full beam, this is just a circle, it's basically a spotlight. On your dip beam, the idea is there's a little metal cage inside there which cuts the beam, stops the light going upwards, and then it's deflected to the right here, as you can see. That puts your lights across. Or does it put them that way? Put your answers in. Which way do they go? Anyway, if you're leaving your car abroad for a while, you would swap these out for left-hand drive units. So I've found a place that does a Lucas copy, would you believe? What a great idea. Doesn't actually say Lucas on it, but everything else is there in left-hand drive, so we're getting some of them. I'm going to try some LED bulbs, some H1 bulbs, just out of curiosity, not saying they're going to stay in there. So I've got a full LED kit, including reverse and tail light bulbs. Now, tail light bulbs are a bit of a mixed affair. I did eventually find the best ones, and they're on Ruby. However, I cannot find the name of them. I took them out and had a look. To me, your most important ones are the stop and tails. And I recently got some Philips ones. They weren't that good. Dim tail and dim stop. So I'm going to try various ones. These that I've all ordered are from Axito. The slightly higher end of Chinatown. So we've got some LED. We're going to do an LED video, full Cortina Mk3, testing out H1 and also H4 LED lamps, just to see what they're like. I know they're a different colour scale, but yeah, I know they're a different colour scale, but we're still going to try and just see how it looks. Because the place that I'm anticipating going is dark at night, and the driving out there is a bit mental. So what I was thinking of, get your car looking as well seen as you can, get your right lights and all that. So I just want the lighting on this trip to be good. Okay, talking of lighting, we're in harsh sunlight today. As I said, it's one of those sticky summer afternoons. It does feel like a 70s afternoon, especially with this car being so 70s. And my neighbour knows I'm into the 70s and got me a load more 8-tracks. We've got the Moody Blues there. We've got a couple of Elvis ones that he found me, 50p each. Elvis, 40 Greatest, double set. We've got Johnny Cash. That's going to be good fun. In its box, in really good order. So I'm looking forward to playing these. Not tried Johnny Cash yet, but some tapes there. There was even Elton John. Where's that Elton John one? It was great in the box. Elton John's hits. Knocking around somewhere anyway. So we've done well with some more 8-tracks. Really good. Really kind of my neighbour to think of me and get me these 8-track tapes for the player there. Currently got Motown in. We get Motown. What we got? So that's great. You can drive around in this car all day on a sticky afternoon like this with that tape player, with just that sort of smooth edge to it. You know, it's not too sharp, not MP3 sharp. It's and a little bit of wah and flutter on the tape, just a little bit, and it just gives it that authenticness. When all the dash is hot, all the vinyl's hot, and you're starting to get hot. I'm sweating now, actually. So it's really 70s in this cabin. So it's a great place to do these little 20-minute chats that we do. So yeah, the tapes there, the LEDs there. Oh, and in the back here, forgot all about it. These just by coincidence are in the back. So some of the other bulbs, these are H1 Osram night breakers. They're also very good. 55 watt. I do believe, and I think that's why these are here, is that if you've got your high beam on, you can put a higher wattage. 55 is the limit on a dip, and I think you can go higher wattage. So we could put these 100s on the spotlights, you know, the high beam of Tina G, and just see. So what we're going to do, we'll do it at night, obviously, on an upcoming video. You might not see this video for a good few weeks yet, because you're still going to catch up the Tina G engine build stuff. You need to see that engine going in. I think you all know by now that it runs. So 100 watt bulbs to go in. So we'll have some good fun playing with bulbs. Also here, what I got on eBay was a reverse light switch for Tina G's gearbox, because it failed. I'll be showing you that. I did an attempt to try and fix it. It was on the operating bench. We were touch and go. You'll have to see that video and how it turned out. We did some work on the gearbox. It's all upcoming. 99p for these, folks. Girl in brake shoes. Really great. No one bid on them. 99p plus £3.99 to send them out to Blighty. So that's good. Some more LED bulbs there. I'm going to put everything in that one box, actually. Okay, what else have we got? We're on a bit of a clear out. I've been doing some charity shop runs because I've been stripping the house of all things that I don't need. Yeah, stop recording. Yeah, I've been stripping the house of all things I don't need and finding stuff and keeping stuff. Found some, I've been going into the loft and getting all my old photographs out, and I'd like to share with you some of those 70s, 80s and 90s photographs that I've got. I'll just pick a few poignant ones out and we'll talk about that particular point in my life and how it may have been in your life in that year, if you can remember the year, or, you know, even that decade. And we'll just go, well, what do you remember doing when you leave school? For example, what I mean is that some of the photos I found just when I took the camera to school in the last few months of school, took up pictures of all my mates, and then my first car the year after was an Escort, Mark II Escort van that my dad bought. I think it was a 1100 or a 1300, I think. And we thought we were kings of the road, and we've got these Farah pants on, white plimsoll shoes, and the stripy shirts. We were called the Stripy Shirt Brigade. 1987, 88 Stripy Shirt Brigade, and we thought we were the bee's knees, God's gift to women, you know. So there's loads of photos of us posing with this Mark II Escort van, thinking we're dead cool. I say we, I'm covering myself, but my mates are on it too, John and Lee, school friends, and we'd go out clubbing. We'd go to Blackpool. I live in Southport, but we'd go to Blackpool and we'd go to Wigan. And we'd even go to, like, once we went to Nottingham, because someone said to us, go to Nottingham because there's twice as many, there's three women for every bloke in Nottingham. And so, let's go, let's go. Oh my God, I don't even think we made it. I think we made it to Derby or something and broke down. And then ended up sleeping in the back in a field. And my mate, me and John in the back, head to toe. And my mate Lee in the front. But there's some pictures of that where we're stranded. And we'd gone to the local garage and bought a Razzle magazine, and I think I'm holding up Razzle magazine or something like that, and that was the equivalent of us going to Nottingham. We might have made it there, but I think it was the next day. I think we just didn't get there to club it. But anyway, there's the photographs, digging out the box. And talking of photographs, I found my old press pass. I used to work for Sony Records, and I used to help with with some different fanzines in the music days of the 90s, and this particular pass is a pass for the band called Suede. So you got your photo pass and your all access areas, and this was actually when I was doing work with Virgin Records. So I used to do band photography until the iPhone came out, and then it just wasn't worth doing it after that because they could do better pictures than you could. You know, you used to have to do all your f-stops and your shutter speed and your film speed. In them days it was film. And just at the end I went to a 10D digital camera, 10D digital Canon, and but the iPhone had just was, basically everyone was bringing phones to the gigs, and you know, you couldn't, they did at first you weren't allowed cameras, then eventually they gave up, and basically the market was flooded, and I didn't do photography anymore, although it was good. I still do photography as a hobby. So that was my press pass. But an interesting story that comes to mind when I found that in the loft just now, say we're clearing out, was I went to a gig called Puckle Pop. It was in Belgium. They sent me there, and we were doing Guns N' Roses, and Suede was supporting, and I was doing the Suede one. So I had this pass, not this one, but I had a pass to go, and it was a festival in the field, but they had the big hospitality tents like you get at a wedding, all your silk lined and all your silk covered tables, but it's basically a tent. And so I'm sat with the band Suede, which was great memory. They were great to me, really, really good guys. And I pushed my luck with them as well. They were so good, and they put up with me, and they'd put up with some crap, I tell you. They were great guys, Suede. But anyway, we were doing Suede. There's a combine harvester just coming in. They're doing the crops, so it's all going a bit agricultural as I tell you this. So apologies for the background noise, but the show must go on, and we need food. And these guys out here coming up now, they're getting the food. They're getting the cabbages, they're getting the lettuce. Don't think there's many root crops on the go, but This is a prime growing area. We are in Tarleton, a prime growing area. Old salt marsh fields, very rich soil. Southport just down the road there. I digress. I'm talking about the field, the tents. It's a funny story, this, and yeah, so we was in these tents, and it's all posh and all that, and then they're doing the catering, and Suede were quite fussy with the food, at least the singer was, Brett. He didn't want his food. I had it, so I had double lots of food, and apparently Guns N' Roses were the big act, and there was all confusion or something. Either Axl or Slash hadn't arrived, and apparently never does arrive, and is always late, and there's always trouble, and will either Axl turn up or Slash. I don't know who was the awkward one. One of them used to spit the toys out of the pram, spit the dummy out of the pram, throw the toys out of the box. One of them was I never really liked Guns N' Roses that much. Big powerful band, aren't they, you know, but how many hits can you think of? Couple. Anyway, they're alright, don't get me wrong. Anyway, Suede are at the table. We're talking about Guns N' Roses. And then the table where they were sitting was ready, and Guns N' Roses aren't here yet. And all of a sudden, the band rolls in, less either Slash or Axl. They come over to our table, so the Guns N' Roses crew. I think it was Axl Rose was there. I'm sure it was. Axl Rose comes over. I didn't shake hands or nothing. I was just observing all of this. Quite often you would meet the singers, by the way. Met David Bowie. And a few of us, will talk about that another time. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, one of them's missing, and they're talking to Suede. How's it going? All right, yeah, not bad. How's it going? All right, yeah. We done this gig, we done that gig, and it's all the talk, and it's, yeah, how's it going? And yeah, you got any new records lined up? At the band talk, and they're all pally, shaking hands and all that, and a bit of sort of half hug type thing. And it's all a bit of talk, and then we all sit back down on our table, and Guns N' Roses disappear off, and the Suede just go, fucking wankers. And that's what it was like all the time, stabbing them in the back, fucking wankers. Oops, I swore on this clip. I'll have to put disclaimer at the beginning. Oh no, what have I done? I've ruined the film. But yeah, wankers. So all this business was right. It was a right. I could talk all day about the music game, and I'm not even in it. I'm not a musician really. We have a little band, this product, and I do me poetry, but I play a little bit of guitar. I'm learning, but the actual industry itself is very bitchy, to say the least. So we've covered the fact we're going to be giving you some LED fun. I've got some 8-track fun on the way, because I'm late boxing up Hooked on Classics. If you've not seen Hooked on Classics, get on there. It's a little channel. It should be big. It's a small channel that's growing. Over 1,000 subs. Let's get it to 5,000 subs if you pop over to Hooked on Classics. Also, talking of channels that are on the up, Hooked on Classics is an estate, my old TC estate, and Simone, who runs the show, she does some great videos. You've got to go and have a look. I'll put a link in the description below. Go on there and subscribe and get her going. I think she has hit over 1,000. So apologies if I said little channel, but I'm a little channel. It depends what you compare it to. That's my get out of jail. There's another guy, another channel, a guy called Adam Nook, and he is doing an estate which was shocking. The whole bulkhead's gone, the floors are gone, and he's blitzed through those floors. He's gone crazy. And I do like his pace. He's got a great pace, a lot of stamina there. He's blitzing through, and he's like a bulldozer. He's just ploughing through it. And that's what it's all about. It's state of mind. And he hasn't got one of those disaster states of mind. I can tell this from Adam, that he's just a machine. He's just, some channels I've watched, and they're cursing before they've even cut the first piece of metal out. Oh, what am I gonna, it's all catastrophizing. There's no need for that. You don't have any, there's no need for that. You just blitz it and get on with the job, and that's how you get through. So I admire that in people. I really do, where you are hyper focused, and a problem is not a problem, it's just a challenge to overcome, and that's all part of it. No one said it was easy. Rather than you see the odd video where they're all getting stressed, and that stress can bleed out, can leach out, and it makes me feel a little bit anxious myself. When you watch someone with a lot of confidence, or entertainment qualities and a lot of skill, then that soothes me down. When I watch a job get done right, that soothes me. When I watch a job get done botchy, unless it's deliberate, that I can't watch stuff like that. I need to watch people that are going somewhere, that are positive attitude and are moving on, no matter what it is. So there's some great channels. I'll find a few more. Oh, there's another one called Puddin's Fab Shop, P-U-D-I-N-S, Puddin's Fab Shop, America. He's in Pot County, wherever that is. He's great. I've pinched a few of his little tricks. He's taught me some stuff. He's got a great presentation style, great content, great skills. The radio was on there, great skills, and really like his work. So that's it. That was a little clip just to bring you up to speed, and I think I've covered what I wanted to say today. I like to just drop in a few of those stories. Looking forward to telling you about the photographs and giving you a walk through some of the old pictures I've found when I've been clearing out. So now I'm going to get back to the workshop, get changed up back to the workshop, and get back on to Tina G. It's sweltering in this car. Let's finish it back on a 70s theme then. So here, my hand, my elbow, I don't know if you can see my arm, it's actually sticking to the seat, and that's what it was like. Do you remember that? On your bare legs, you've got your shorts on, mum and dad are in the front of the car, you've got your buckets and spades, all your stuff for the beach on those beach trips. What holiday beach trips did you have in that summer around 76 and 77 when it was really hot, particularly 76? If you are of my age, I'm now 55, if you are around my age and you remember that 1976 summer, type in the comments some of the things that instantly stick in your mind. For me, it's this, it's the sticky seat, it's the chewits, it's the sweets in the front, mum and dad having a little bicker. Mum was all right, she just used to say, you're getting up to 80 again, so she'd constantly be hounding me dad in the Mk3 Cortina estate, which is what we were in, to keep the speed below and around 70, and dad was always creeping up to 80. And then we had a stuck thermostat on the Mk3 Cortina. It was a blue estate, I think it was midnight blue, the darker blue. And I remember I was pulling into services with the radiator cap, you know, doing its emergency release. All radiator caps have a blow off, and the stat had stuck. Yeah, so I remember that blistering heat, and the green fly and the ladybird invasion where your screen was just covered. Hilton Park services on the way to Cornwall, on the way to London. Cornwall was really nice. I think our 76 summer was spent in Cornwall, and we used to go out in this little dinghy. We used to have the polystyrene belly boards, and here you go, it's coming back to me now. Kyant's Cove, Loo Beach, there's two that I can remember. The Cornish tea, which is the scone, isn't it, the scone? And the jam, making me feel hungry now. Clotted cream in Cornwall, fantastic in the 70s. Train spotting in the 70s with dad, when I'd go out with dad in his truck. Dad was a market gardener. We grew crops and bedding plants on our farm that I grew up on. The farm is actually on my 90s videos. When you see us going around the field, that's our old farm. Yeah, stopping by the railway junctions, like near Warrington. There's a big junction then, and I'd watch the Class 37 locos, and I think even then some Deltics were still, I think Deltics were still there, 55s, and I had a train set that dad bought around that time in the summer, gluing all the lichen onto the track to make little green hedges, and the smell of that white wood glue. What was that white wood glue? With a green logo on the white tub, come out white, and a green logo on the front, had a distinctive wood glue smell, and you could peel it off your skin when it dried. Yeah, so railway modelling for me in the 70s, in the mid 70s and late 70s, stopping by railway junctions with dad and train spotting. I've still got the train spotter books. There you go, this is a good tie-in. I found them just now when I've been in the loft and digging all this stuff out. The Ian Allen spotting books. And there was one called Tulya, a Class 55, Tulyar, and Tulya. I was obsessed with that loco, and I spotted it twice, and I thought, wow, it's Tulya. There was on the East Coast Main Line, I think, and I spotted it and ticked it in my book, and I found that book with Tulya ticked, I think it's 55015. If I'm right, I'll impress myself there. Don't know, but 55015 springs to mind for Tulia. Sticky 70s, hot. You dab, you rocket, fab ice creams, rocket ice creams. Wondering what girls were like. Dusty pavements. Those memories, you know, and of course the Silver Jubilee we had, didn't we? We could talk about that all day, and so could I, but that's just a 20-minute, and I've probably gone over, so apologies if I have. This is Pete C signing out in a sticky 70s style car, and I really am overheating, so I need to get moving. So I hope you enjoy this. I probably won't do it as a live chat, probably go straight out. It might go out on a Friday or Saturday night this weekend, 6th or the 7th of September. I've got to battle on and get Tina G ready for Gibraltar. See you soon. Pete C signing out.